I quit making beauty content on my channel for 60 days so that I could perfect my technique. And what I found is that I really prefer like the one layer makeup technique. If you've never seen that or you don't know what it is, I'm going to show it to you and explain it to you in this video. Make sure you stay around for the final step because in my opinion, I do feel like that just puts the icing on the cake. Like it just seals the deal for your makeup. Let's get it. One of the first steps is to prep and prime your skin. I always do that. I do use a primer within my skincare. It is my sunscreen and it's super good. And then I come back with my Laura Mercier canvas primer as well because girl, it takes all of the shine away in I don't like shine. After I do my primer, then I go in and I do my brows. Fill in your brows with a brow pencil. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive brow pencil. Just use whatever you have because it's been working thus far. Now, if you have a brow pencil that has not been working, my recommendations, first and foremost, hands down, is going to be Stud by M.A.C. Second is going to be the Benefit Brow in the shade 4.5. And then you just fill in your sparse hairs. Shape them however you want to shape them, okay? And I'm only using my concealer one shade higher. Once you get done detailing your brows, okay, and getting them looking how you want them to look, then you'll move on to the next step. Keep in mind that this is the one layer method. You must contour the way your face is shaped. If you're just not comfortable with contouring, skip this step and then we'll get into the bronzing. I'm taking my LYS because there's truly one of the best contours on the market. I do use Fenty Worthy every now and again, but it's just a little bit lighter than what I would like. And then I do even go further down to the drugstore and I've used Trend from Target and I've also used Black Radiance contour stick. It just depends, but those are the ones that I prefer. How you contour: I use my earlobe, from the top of my ear and down my jawline. Then you want to go right in between where your jawline is for me and for my face shape. One thing that I did start new is to contour this old nose of mine, okay? Because y'all will hear me in past videos say that I really truly love my nose, and I do. But I have since learned that it creates a whole different look. I will say to you, if you've never tried this before, at least try it, okay? You can't really mess it up too bad because you are doing the one layer method and you're going to go over it. But I digress. Take a small brush and just go down your nose as I am showing you here. Once you get your nose contour drawn on, you're going to look kind of crazy because you have on only, you know, two things, your brows and your contour. When you get ready to blend out your contour, your brush is gonna matter. But I have a very special brush, a brush that's special to my heart, and you see it in my video right here. I love that brush because it is thin, it is curved, and it fits right on my cheekbone. You want to do the pick and push method. You're going to pick up your brush and you're going to push the product in and keep picking it up and pushing it in until you get the product placement where you want it. This is very important because with contour and contour with LYS, the color is so pigmented that you don't want to take it down into your face. You want to actually start going back first with those small movements. And when I say small movements, I mean very small movements. Oh my God, small micro movements, okay? Pick and push, because the product will move on your brush because you're essentially putting it on your brush and you're picking it up and you're moving it, right? So just think about that and look at your face as you're doing it. Look at yourself. See where you want it to actually go. I typically go side of my face, into my hairline, and up around the edges of my hairline, deep into my hairline, because if I make a mistake, it's easily correctable by doing it in those areas. Then whatever is the residual, I come back and move the product just a tad bit forward if I want my contour to come deeper onto my cheekbone, okay? So I hope all that is clear. When you first pick and pull, move back into the hairline. And then after that, you come back forward with the residual. It's just as clean as that, okay? Now onto my Rare Beauty. So I put it on my cheeks. As you can see, I'm gonna roll the clip and I'm gonna show y'all. Place it on my cheeks where I want it to go. I just dab it on there, y'all. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to this, okay? Makeup is so simple. Look at this. Watch it work. Like, dab, 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 spread, spread, boom, boom. And that's it. It's perfect, right? Look at it. Like the most perfect layer of blush on your face. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Moving on. Okay, y'all still with me? So now you are looking really scary. Everything is everywhere. Get ready to do the foundation. There are alternate ways to do this, but this is just the way that I do it. I take my Danessa Myricks, a foundation brush. I've used different style brushes, okay? I prefer something that's a flat brush foundation brush. Reason being is because it will help me make that defining line right up under my contour. But look at the video. I'm gonna roll the tape for you. Start with creating a more defined line between my foundation and the contour so that it just goes boom, snatched. Baby, we are already like pre-contour no matter what. Then go ahead and start dabbing that foundation on. And I'm only going to put the foundation under contour and concealer on my forehead. Just those two places. Well, I take that back. Not just those two places. And then on the side of my forehead going around near my eyebrows. If I feel like the coverage is not as clean or crisp with any of the other products such as the blush or my concealer, then I will run the foundation brush residual over those areas. And sometimes, oh Lord, that was a whole, what? Oh, oh. Lord, hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Let me hurry up and get in my house where it's safe, because I feel like a bug is just gonna jump up, that wasp and come back, or bee, whatever it was. I'm sorry. Okay, so what I will do once I have the residual on my brush, I will take the residual and I will go over lightly the areas that I have my contour on my forehead and on my cheek, just so that I can make it look seamless, so that any defining harsh lines are no longer there. I know I said one layer, but trust me, it is still one layer, because all I'm doing is just really just blending the harsh lines away. Whatever you have in cream, and once you put powder on top of it, that's how it's going to look. So you just want to make sure that everything looks seamless before you put the powder on top of it, okay? I hope that makes sense. Just keep watching me, what I'm doing. I'm explaining it, but watch me as I'm doing this. Watch me work, because I'm telling you, you can do this, okay? We're not done. We almost done, okay? We get to the powder part, and then we're going to get to that final step that I told y'all about, and then boom! We're here. Okay, let me hurry up, because these wasps out here ain't playing no games. And neither is the sun setting. We going in with our concealer. You're going to see me throw it on up under my nose, on my forehead, and very small amounts in the two corners of my eyes. Once I lay down my concealer, I don't really let it sit, because I do it in steps that by the time I get to my eyes have already been sitting for a minute. I'm good to go. Every layer that you intended to have on is on. Your one layer of skin is on. Your one layer of, I always call them wet products, they're on. Okay, and that's it. Like, pretty much that's it, right? So after this, it's just a matter of setting it all down. And what do I mean by that? You can pick and choose your order on this, I will tell you that, but I'm going to tell you how I have been doing it over the last 60 days. First, I will set my under eyes with my Givenchy powder, shade 5, I think it is. Yeah, I love this powder, okay? I probably almost use it all up. I love this powder. Once I get the powder set under my under eye so that I can make sure that no creasing is happening, then I go into my Morphe AR palette, and that's when I use two of the contours out of there. I show them, I pop them up right here. Those two different shades, okay? Now, where I'm using these two different shades, first of all, I'm using the darker shade everywhere that I place my LYS. Then I go into my Exhibit A from NARS, because it's red and I like it. I really love it. I use it pretty much all the time. And I place it on top of my Rare Beauty blush. And then I go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth in the shade Toffee. And I use a big fluffy brush, as you can see right here. And I just pat the powder onto the areas right at the bottom where I put my foundation. And I cover a little bit of where I put my bronzer. Just a little bit of where I put my bronzer, and I might even go up top where I put my initial shade of the AR Morphe palette color, just to make sure that the shades are the same, so that I'm not looking 15 different shades, even though I'm putting on 15 different shades, and also just to give a little bit more coverage. Then I go back in with that Givenchy powder, okay? And I use this basically everywhere else that I have put contour. And I do cover up my blush, because I put on so much blush. I'm heavy on the blush, that I don't want it to be so pronounced, that I dumb it down with this Givenchy powder. And the reason I really love this Givenchy powder is because it's 4 different shades within the one powder, okay? So pop that on, and then I set my face, okay? I hope y'all got all that, because I know that was a lot. But if you were watching me, then you should get it. If you don't, drop me some questions below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I will send y'all a little video, clip, tutorial, whatever I gotta do, because I want y'all to know. Okay? I want to share how to do this because I believe it is so easy and so simple, but that's from my standpoint, not you guys, is right. Now, like I said in the beginning, I need y'all to stay with me until right now because this is where I'm going to share what you need to know to seal the deal on making the makeup just flawless. What we are going to do, because remember I told you that Givenchy powder has 4 different shades in it, and one of those shades is a pink powder. So we're going to take that pink powder and we're going to tap it right up under our eyes so that we can brighten the under eye, so that we can just make it look like it's just so seamless. And then chef's kiss, you have the perfect look, and it will last you 12 hours, I promise. If you've never used the Givenchy powder before, I did do a comparison of it and the Laura Mercier powder, so you can go ahead and check this video out right now and let me know your thoughts. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.